Hi, Professor Johnson. So for my major project, I decided to go along with the poem and also obviously the video to explain why I use the terms and how I use them. But I took a poetry class in my first year at Mercer and I really liked it, and I have also written poetry, so I feel like this is perfect for me. So I'm just going to dive right in because we don't have a lot of time. So I named my poem Sonder. It starts, sociology studies how people connect, the patterns, the forces, the lives we reflect. It shows me my choices aren't only my own, but shaped by the culture and structures I've known. I disappear when the lights go off. Everyone wants to touch me or own me, regardless if they know me. I get told my skin is a blessing, but find myself mocked by my society. But no one ever asks what it's like to be culturally disturbing. I disappear when the lights go off. I wear a size 8, my body is curvy. My skin is dark, so I'm never anyone's first thought. Apparently my hair is too thick instead of too curly. I get told I can't do anything. It's quite interesting if you think about it. I seem to do everything. No one seems to think twice about that. Darker the berry, sweeter the juice, tighter the news. No one seeks to understand me or study my behavior. They just let false surveys tell them all they need to know. Sociological imagination gives me sight. When I stress over school or the bills I must pay, I see corrupted systems spreading every day. Society and self, they dance hand in hand, shaping each other in ways I try to understand. At the micro level, my family's care guides my decisions while filtering love in the air. Functionalists see order, conflict seems blame, yet symbolic interaction feels truest to me, for it's through daily symbols that I find true unity and opportunities. How lives are connected and joined in a strain, I choose qualitative to hear stories unfold. I've learned that through interviews and voices, rich truths are told. Sociology matters. It sharpens my view. It shows me that I is always a we too. It tells me my story is part of the whole, a thread in the fabric, connected and collected. So that's my poem, and I want to jump straight into the questions because I just feel like we just have so much to talk about. So the first question was, explain how sociology is significant in your personal experience. I think it's significant in all of our personal experiences because, it's based off of how we connect. Sociology is the study of people, and within those people, how they act, the way they behave, how they behave with one another. I'm sorry, I'm getting too excited, so I'm getting ahead of myself. But it's like, it just makes so much sense. Like, it shows up in our daily lives. On the topic of sociological imagination, which is the awareness of a relationship between a person's behavior and experience and the wider culture that shaped the person's traces and perspective, I really had to lean on that when I think about meeting unkind people or just meeting people in general. We always meet people for different reasons and we never know why. And I feel like the way that sociological imagination comes in is like, it teaches you how to perceive these people. And it teaches you forgiveness. It teaches you patience, what kindness is, what understanding is when whether you're listening to someone to respond or listening to someone to understand. And it just does all the things for you. When it comes down to the relationship between an individual and society, I truly feel like it's so intimate because, you have yourself, right? But then when you're put out into society, when you encounter society, you discover so many things about yourself, good and bad, because other people, they will tell you about yourself. People are bold and they have so many personalities, but also within meeting other people, you see more parts of yourself in them, whether it's a good, whether it's a bad, even the ugly. You really do truly connect with people in different ways that help you come back to yourself. So I just feel like that's just so strong, and something that has been very prevalent in my life is school and church, especially church recently since I got baptized on the last Sunday of August. When I'm in church, just the way that I interact with people is so peaceful and so calm and so sincere. Everyone is very kind and everyone is whole. We're all there for one person, to serve the Lord. And with school, everyone's different majors and what they're into and their hobbies and why they chose this major, why they go so hard about it, what even made them want to get involved in the first place. Everyone's different. Even with the same major, we're still different people, and I feel like that's just so interesting. And Sonder is actually, the meaning of the word Sonder is people and the different lives that they live, the unique people, and just basically the study that everyone lives different lives all over the world, and everyone is having different experiences. So I felt like that perfectly went along with sociology, because it's like, it's a study of behavior and society, or the study of people, I should say. So Sonder, people, like, you see what I did there. Honestly, symbolic interactionism is my favorite because it's not like, it's so many ways you can go about it. You know, it truly wants to understand people. It wants to seek people, know why they do the things they do, know why does this culture influence that culture and things of that nature. And I just find that so interesting. To me, symbolic interactionism is the most intimate study. And I mean, I would choose to study that, choose to study a study in that way any day. I just feel like it's the best way to grasp everything. Functionalism and conflict doesn't really speak out to me as much. Yeah. And I also feel like on the other hand of, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. On the other hand of symbolic interactionism, I would say qualitative psychology. I watch interviews and crime shows all the time. And within those interviews and those reports, you really like truly get to understand someone. And I say that because with quantitative, surveys lie, people lie in the surveys. So, but it's like with interviews, you can see them like one-on-one, and you can really read their demeanor and their behavior and all the things. So I just feel like it was very, very interesting studying that in criminology, in a criminology class I took last year. All the interviews and stuff that we watched and like the crime surveys aren't 1,000% accountable because of like, I don't feel like it's as hands-on as qualitative sociology. So yes, but this is my video. I hope that you enjoy my poem. If you have any questions for me, of course, I hope that I hit all the criteria. But I just want to say thank you for giving us a chance to do this project, but do it in a way that speaks to our creativity. I really appreciate it, and thank you. Enjoy.